What's up YouTube, it's your boy Steezy back at again with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the COD burner, some interesting facts about him, and a little kind of ROSTERMANIA update, but not really a big one, just a little bit of information about the rosters going on right now. And it's kind of older information, so I'm sorry about that, but it's kind of information that hasn't really been out there in these popular videos. So I thought I'd mention it. I'm just going to talk about this gameplay real quick, which is why I'm talking real quick, because I have a lot of information to get through. This gameplay is just me dropping mad kills in a domination on shipments. And I've been camping in the start because I was trying to get the V2 rocket, but I'm not gonna ruin what happens. Anyway, so that's the gameplay. I just ended up dropping some mad kills. You'll see at the end my kill death ratio is insane. You know, I got a kill death ratio of 1.80 something right now. Not to brag or anything, but World War II is easy anyway. So into ROSTERMANIA. Muddog, head of esports operations of 100 Thieves, joins from Activision Blizzard, working close with competitive players. So Muddog, he used to work for Activision Blizzard. They have made the Modern Warfare games in Call of Duty, and they are making Modern Warfare 4. But they split up to make Titanfall and Call of Duty. But now their Titanfall contracts are done, so some of the creators of Titanfall are going back to Activision Blizzard, and they are making Modern Warfare 4. But that is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm talking about Muddog. He used to work for Activision Blizzard, and now he's working with 100 Thieves. He's the head of esports operations, and he's working closely with the competitive players, so I thought it was kind of interesting. Thought I'd add that in here. And so Octane and Nadeshot, speaking of 100 Thieves, Octane actually approached Nadeshot to join them because there's been some talk about Octane, and I'll kind of talk about that later in this video. We'll talk about later in this video. COD Burner says Octane was not Nadeshot's first choice. Nadeshot wanted Slasher, but there was talk about the rich guy who was interested in Slasher and John from LG. So I think Slasher's part of Rise, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure he is though. But anyway, that's kind of irrelevant. But it turns out Nadeshot got Octane and Slasher, so this point is kind of irrelevant now. But yeah, Nadeshot wanted Slasher and Octane. Or not Octane. So Nadeshot wanted Slasher, but he wasn't really too sure because the rich guy also wanted Slasher and John to team together, and it is rumored that the rich guy has already secured John and got him a contract. But yeah, so Nadeshot snatched Octane and Slasher, but Octane wasn't his first choice, and I'll kind of talk about that later in the next point I have. COD Burner might be right about Octane and his girlfriend. For example, there is a lot of talk about Octane's girlfriend posting a lot of questionable things on the internet, like Twitter and stuff. And well, there's not talk about that. She actually is posting really bad stuff. For example, she posted a picture of the N-word. I think it was on her forehead or something, but it had the hard ER at the end. Well, I don't know if it had the ER, but for sure it had the hard R at the end. And that is definitely not acceptable from any person to do, especially on Twitter. You don't do those things, and especially when your boyfriend is trying to get a contract with these big organizations, which is why I don't think he was Nadeshot's first choice because of his drama, and I don't think that's why Object Gaming really wanted him back. But these are just kind of rumors, and these are just kind of my opinions. I could be completely wrong, but Octane was protesting a lot about it, and he just kept on going and going, and honestly I feel like it's kind of true from how much he protested about it. For example, a saying my mom always told me, he who protests too much is guilty. Those aren't the exact words, but it's pretty much what the saying is. For example, if someone says something false about you, makes an accusation, you don't just go pestering about it and denying it over and over and over again, you know? Like, you just kind of deny it, and then it's not true, so there's nothing to prove to other people about it. You just deny it, live your life, and move on, because it's just an accusation. But we see Octane here making a lot of tweets about it and just kind of overreacting a little bit, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's absolutely guilty, just my opinion is he's kind of more guilty. Like, it makes him look more guilty than what he might be. But that's not confirmed at all. But I do believe it is fairly true. But again, you can't quote me on it because it's not confirmed. This COD burner is not the old one. So apparently there's two COD burners now, because the old COD burner, he was 100%, let's say he was mostly 100% right in all of his statements. This COD burner has not been too accurate. By that I mean, like, Octane's girlfriend, like, that's unconfirmed. And then what I saw from, like, what I posted in my other video is Karma was or Optic Gaming was Karma's least favorite choice, and he ended up signing with Optic Gaming. So I mean, that still could have been true, but if it was his least favorite choice, why would he sign with them unless it was like an amazing deal, which it probably was. But these are just kind of things backing up the thing that this isn't the same COD burner as before, because these statements are kind of more outstanding, or more exaggerated, I guess is the right word. I'm pretty sure that's not the right word, but whatever. I'm just gonna move on. Saint has retired from competing in February 2018 to become United's coach. Said that his job was on the line for being accused of being the COD burner. And this kind of backs up my statement before of he who protests too much is guilty. Saints hasn't really like over protested too much. He's just kind of denied it and moved on, but that's not really what I'm here to talk about. His job was actually on the line because people accused him of being a COD burner, and that, I don't know, I feel like that's not right. Like, that's his career, that's his like life's earnings and everything, and to be accused of the COD burner, like, I get people are just trying to like piece it together and try to figure them out, but to have someone's job on the line, that's crazy in my opinion. It said some pro players are feeding the COD burner with information. People who are higher up in the organizations are trying to find out who it is because of the info that's being leaked. So people, so I'm guessing like investors and people who actually run the organizations and own them, are trying to find out who the COD burner is so this information can stop being leaked, which I understand. But it is said that the pro players are actually feeding them with information. So I don't know, I find that kind of interesting. Pro players, coaches, organization jobs under risk because of the COD burner. He has been leaking information, kind of risking people's jobs. For example, like Octane could have not got a team because of these accusations, and also people are being blamed that they're like, people are being accused of being the COD burner, and that's risking their jobs. And I think that's kind of ridiculous because like they're all accusations. Like if you have proof, then yeah, like I don't know, there's not really not much you can do when there's proof on the line. But if you're just kind of trying to piece things out together, making theories, and you're risking people's careers on the line, like, I don't know, I just feel like that's kind of messed up in my opinion. But what am I to say? This video's about to end, so let me just wrap this up real quick. One of the theories I had, I know I just talked bad about theories, one of the theories I have is, since all these pro players are feeding the COD burner, what if COD burner is like all of the pro players being the COD burner, like they all share the account or something like that, because they're all feeding them with information, and these accusations are wild, so it could be all of them, you know? They could all be putting information out there about these leaks, and I don't know, just one of the theories I had. It's not confirmed at all, so don't quote me on anything I just said, other than the stuff earlier in the video about Mud Dog. That is for sure confirmed, and yeah, the 100 Thieves stuff and stuff. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a share around the social medias. Have a wonderful day or night, whatever time it is you guys are watching this at. And I was gonna talk about my live stream, but I'll talk about it in a different video. I've been live streaming again, so check them out. Follow me on Twitter or follow me on Twitch. I'll put all the links in my description. And have a wonderful day or night, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.